and Nathan here. It is just the two of us.
We've killed the others.
No, we haven't. The others are fine. Rob is even coming back to work soon. But we are in San Francisco at the PlayStation Experience.
We are up high. It's
cool
nice.
Is that?
We're elevated.
We're here and it is just post the conference, and unlike E3, when the conference is over, everyone gets to play games.
Yeah.
But we're here doing our wrap up. So I've written down, because you know I love notepads, 7 things we're going to talk about.
Yes.
And then a whole bunch of special mentions.
Yeah, so 7 things you need to know from the conference, which was, considering how many conferences we've had this year, there was still loads more to talk about.
Yeah, it's been crazy for us. Normally we do E3 and we do Gamescom, and conference-wise we're kind of done, but we've done E3, Gamescom, Paris Games Week,
and now
we're here in
PSX.
San Francisco.
Lots of mentions of the word PlayStation Nation. What it opened with our number 1, right?
Uncharted 4.
Uncharted 4. Which...
Now, for me, the idea of Uncharted not going in all guns blazing was a really bold move.
Yeah, you were saying
really
it was smart
great.
though, you know? But you know, I was thinking, we just saw Neil Druckmann downstairs having an interview with someone else. And you do kind of think, like, the lessons that they learned on The Last of Us, and how are they going to manifest in the game, and then suddenly you saw what was, you know, an unusually kind of downbeat, you know, well, just not high action Nathan having like a whole scene, and it was really gripping, but it was just a scene about, it was an incredible way to recap his career and to get the game set up for what is going to be probably his last adventure.
But it was just this idea that we're so used to seeing, when we see Uncharted gameplay, we see the big bangs and we see some of the massive set pieces that Uncharted is known for, and to not do that, but to still manage to create something gripping and masterful was really quite incredible. And
it kind of shows how good the writing is, I think. But
talking about the writing though, there's like dialogue options.
I know. God knows what that means for the, you know, if they're going to be all the way through, and if there's going to be, if that
does it affect the gameplay?
Exactly.
Like, are we going full BioWare here?
Or does it affect with the end? You know, could it affect the end? I don't know. But there was, what was next? I don't have your list.
This one, but I'm putting this out there, right?
Number 2.
Nathan and Dave have never played a single game from this franchise. Right. Me and Rob have played them all.
There could be so many franchises.
It's Final Fantasy VII.
Okay. Do you know, the room was going mad, and I was just like, this looks like...
This is everything. This is everything.
Everyone was like, that guy looks amazing, and I was like, yeah, he looks okay.
Can we just talk about the definition of Cloud's muscles?
Okay. And his hair, I mean, like, bringing that hair into 2015 graphics.
And making it work.
What, have they?
Yes.
You know what I mean? What do you go in and ask for?
Like, we saw some gameplay.
Give me the full Cloud.
Now, if you guys have been following us at E3, me and Rob did a video, things we wanted to see in Final Fantasy VII.
Did you see them?
Yeah, one of the biggest ones. Now, Rob was still very much, I'd like to keep it turn-based. While turn-based has a massive place in my heart and my memories, 8 is my favourite game of all time, I was wanting to see a slightly more modern, action-based battle system, and we kind of got a bit of 15 cross Kingdom Hearts here.
People went nuts as soon as they started chopping stuff. I was like, that probably means something for the combat, right? So.
Oh yeah, so basically we've left behind what is classic Final Fantasy turn-based, and he's made it really, really modern, and the game looks incredible. There's voice acting. Barrett's wearing sunglasses. What?
Do you know, one of the things I do know about the game is that, you know, that video where Rob, like, he was taking the mic and he was saying like what one of the characters might sound like, and I was like, that doesn't sound completely unlike Rob's version of this character.
No, it's incredible. Seeing Final Fantasy VII, seeing it there, seeing Nomura as well. It's real, it's happening, and I don't think they're going to shy away from making big decisions and bold moves. And changing the battle system was definitely one of them.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it made me very happy. So I know some people...
Let's talk about something I understand.
Some people hate this.
Come on.
No, I'm sorry, the next one on the list. No, I worked on this game. I worked on the first one.
All right.
And it has a really special place in my heart because I'm Welsh.
Oh, okay.
It's Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah, okay. No, I was excited by that. That was, even my stone heart was like, okay, this is pretty cool. It doesn't seem like, I mean, I played a few hours. I've been waiting. I'm going to play it with my daughter when she finally says that she'll play a game with me. But
your daughter's 9?
9, yeah. Like, so I think she's going to enjoy it. But I didn't get all the way through. Was there any obvious relationship between this one story-wise and the last one?
Not really.
Okay.
And off the bat, and I think that's quite nice as well because Oliver's story was very much finished up.
Yeah. Well, let's tell me about it. Let's tell me about it.
But I'm a massive Ni no Kuni fan. I think Level 5 did an incredible job on the first game, and I know that we've been wanting to see it. And really, if you're a JRPG fan or even a Japanese gaming fan, PSX was on fire for you.
Yeah, we
Like,
nearly
it was
had a whole
incredible.
entry about it, but I mean, they kind of said, really specifically on stage, we're taking the best of Japan and we're making sure that we showcase it in as many ways as we can. So,
Okay, are you ready for my Japanese gaming JRPG list?
I certainly am.
Okay, Final Fantasy VII, Yakuza 5 on PS3 comes out on Tuesday, Yakuza 0 for PS4, Street Fighter 5 saw Fang, which is the last of kind of the pre-announcement characters to come out.
He was very excited, hadn't been leaked.
Oh my god, I want to squash his
Bono.
face so much. King of Fighters 14, if you're a fighting game fan, it's looking amazing for you. The Last Blade 2, Neo by Team Ninja, which looked very, you said Dark
Souls
Souls.
overtones.
Souls.
Yeah, someone behind me was like, oh, he said Souls game. And I was like, it really does look like that.
It really does. Ace Combat 7, I worked on my last Ace Combat, so it's nice to see Ace Combat back. Zodiac Oricon Odyssey, which had a lot of the Final Fantasy 7 and Tactics people involved, which was really cool.
And then
Ni no Kuni 2. So if you're into Japanese gaming, I think that's really strong.
Lots of repping. Yeah, lots of repping. That was good. So what's our point number 4?
And we've hijacked the booth to film this. So we're really sorry, guys. But it's Rez.
We just got told off. Yeah, we have. Yeah, Rez. Well, so Rez, amazing edition.
I hope the special edition comes with that suit.
Like with the PlayStation VR. Yeah. Apparently that's in the press area and everyone's going mad about it. Like apparently,
Where?
it's like there's the.
Can I get you in it?
Well, there's the media area and then there's I think it's so special that you have to
book.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be. Yeah.
Sorry, we won't be getting Nathan in the red suit.
So that's because I think it's a perfect game as well. It's always a bit strange when you come to a conference and one of the biggest reactions for a game that's been out for 15 years, but it was such a classic and the aesthetic of it fits VR so well that people are just this is going to be amazing. You're going to be able to immerse yourself into it. Because the whole game was about lights and rhythm and music coming together and making you feel really involved. And now it's going to be that, but everywhere around your head.
Now it's not VR, but if you like that kind of music-y stuff, it obviously was announced and it's already out now. The Bit Trip. I played original Bit Trip. It's incredible. If you're a music kind of person in gaming, oh my god, please pick up the Bit Trip. I love the Bit Trip stuff.
I don't even know.
But so good.
We'll have to, we'll just assume you're right.
Okay, but this actually goes on to my next thing. I've got a whole chapter here called the Out Now Collection.
Okay. I mean, it's always, that's one of the coolest things about coming to conferences, when they kind of go, it's out, by the way.
Yeah, so while we're here and everyone's like, oh, you're so lucky to be in San Francisco, you're actually at home right now playing Bastion, The Bit Trip, Nuclear Throne, Fat Princess Adventures, and Guns Up.
Yeah.
Fat Princess Adventures totally reminded me of Castle Crashers.
Okay,
and I absolutely loved Castle Crashers.
Yeah, and Nuclear Throne's been something that I've been looking forward to getting hold of.
Everyone was losing their stuff over that. And Bastion, now, I played this originally, I believe I played it on iOS.
Right, okay.
And I loved it. And if you play Transistor because you have a PS4 and you've yet to go to Bastion, please try Bastion. The music is unbelievable and the style, and it is... Oh, Bastion's incredible. And Vita, please, it's going to be perfect on Vita.
I can't remember what number we're on now. I'm guessing it's number 5. Or no,
it is
6?
No, it's 5. Well done. That's really good.
Thank you.
Now this one, we always get comments about this, but
what?
I love Destiny.
We all love Destiny.
No, the Access team are
We're into
Destiny.
You were going nuts about this. So they've announced Sparrow Racing League.
The Sparrow Racing League, the SRL.
Oh, SLR. Okay.
Sparrow Racing League, SRL.
Yeah, sure. No, you're right.
See what I work with? Anyway, the Sparrow Racing League is coming out next Tuesday with a December update, which hopefully means I'll finally be able to get a decent pair of exotic leg drops for my Titan.
Okay, you've lost most of the audience.
No, I haven't. I still have 295 legs. I cannot get a decent leg drop.
295 legs.
RNGesus hates
My legs
me.
are too weak.
My legs are too weak. But I'm really looking forward to it. It looked like there was some new armor, which is great because I'm a Titan, so I'm probably not built for racing.
Do you know, it's what I guess from a wider perspective, for just Destiny players, they've been adding to the world and adding to the world.
Yeah.
And to see it branch out, because the things they've adding so far, timed events like Iron Banner and
Trials of Osiris.
Basically, the gameplay is you're still shooting stuff. So for that core audience, people like shooting stuff,
nice
it's great.
to break out.
But yeah, I think it just kind of shows the stage of the world where it's at. It's somewhere now where it can branch out into doing something, because it must be. It's a whole different game.
Look at other online games like Final Fantasy. It's not just about questing and dungeons. There's the Gold Saucer if you want to go and hang out there. There's Chocobo racing in that.
Exactly.
So this is. I'm super excited.
It's interesting that Destiny's getting up there.
Yeah, PlayStation exclusive bonus content. There'll be an exclusive mission for us on PlayStation, and with Iron Banner, we've got some PlayStation exclusive gear, and it was looking sweet. My Titan's gonna look badass.
Well, if you play it, you're too scared.
I really don't play PvP. I'm definitely a raid girl. Bubble. You all want my bubble.
Right. Wow. Let's move on.
Moving on. I've got Street Fighter V because I felt like this was not only a really strong show for fighting games because of King of Fighters as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Ono-san is adorable.
I know, man. I like his energy. I honestly.
It's infectious.
We've accosted him before and just said, "Little Blanca," and he always goes mad and he always has fun.
It embodies to me a lot of what Street Fighter is. We're obviously seeing the Street Fighter Cup, which is great because the Capcom Cup, sorry. When I was back working at Namco on Tekken, for us making fighting games to come up there in the same way other games have come up in esports. This is the biggest step we've had in a long time. Evo does an incredible job and is getting bigger and bigger, but yet fighting games are still eking their way into the same level as certain other games. And I'm really excited for that. And of course, we saw our final character announcement. The season pass is now available. But if you don't want to pay for that, Ono was very clear that you can actually earn all the characters in-game just by playing, which I think is really cool. And I just want...
They're doing it right.
I just want to keep him in a box.
I don't think you'd like that.
And then I'm just on to special mentions because these are just some of what me and Nathan have picked out. I'm obviously a very JRPG focused person.
Yes.
You're very much you like your Western stuff.
Yeah, I like kind of indie stuff. So I mean, well, what are your picks?
Okay, for special mentions, because really you guys are going to have some totally different stuff to us. I have put here Yakuza, Ace Combat, King of Fighters, Neo, and Don't Starve Together. Because watching you guys fight.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get back into Don't Starve. We've got Let's Play of Don't Starve on the channel.
Please
One of the
watch,
most fun things we did. And Don't Starve Together, we're gonna have to.
It is literally if you think Jackson hates Rob for making him play fight for horror games.
Some of the discussions, the diplomacy that went on behind the scenes on that Let's Play. Let me tell you,
it was they were horrible to each other.
Very soon, straight after this, in fact, I'm gonna go back into the media room and I'm gonna get my first hands on with Firewatch because that looks amazing.
It really does. So guys, that is our top picks. Let us know what you were excited for. Maybe you're a fan of Day of the Tentacle Remastered. Maybe you just want to play 100-foot robot golf.
Maybe you do.
But don't forget to stay tuned to our YouTube channel. If you're in one of the lucky countries, you can download the PlayStation Access app on PlayStation 4 and watch all our videos on your PS4 without having to go to YouTube. That's really cool. See you guys.